Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Favorite Diamond Paints and Crafts, also known as Myra. Today we're going to do a whip and chat. I know it's been a while. If you're new to the channel, or if you're new to diamond painting, whip and chat, WIP means work in progress. So take out anything you're working on, anything at all, whether it be diamond art, stitching, embroidery, quilting, whatever you're working on, woodwork, doesn't matter, and we'll just chat together. Today I've been working on, as you can see, Scaredy Cats by the Diamond Art Club. This is by Jeff Haney, and I'm more than 50% done. The other portion is rolled up, so all that needs to be completed is this top corner. I've sectioned it off, and I'm doing cube by cube. This is the washi tape I'm working on, and for this one, I think it's so perfect. They are whiskers on black, gold whiskers on black with little heart noses. So this is the washi tape I'm using for Scaredy Cats. I got this at Michael's. This minder and tray to keep my bad drills in, it got from Tig's Trays. I'm using Patty Wax Super Sticky for my single placer, and for my multi-placer I'm using Star or Blue Wax. That's what I like to use. I do have my light pad on. That's how I prefer to work. I don't like squinting, especially this early in the morning if I'm going to be doing it for a while. So let's get you guys in the business, and we're going to start working today. I like to keep my tweezers handy because you never know when you're going to need it. So we're going to be working on this L symbol. I have it sideways. I'm quite short, so I have to keep all my stuff close to me. So it's harder when I work on larger diamond paintings. And I do have enough for this portrait. Sometimes you get close to the end of that color or that symbol, and are you ever wondering, do I have enough drills to finish? And you worry, and sure enough, you have enough drills to finish. At least that's what it is in my case. I didn't pour a lot out because I don't have a lot of this symbol. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Where have I been? I have been spending time with old friends. When I say old friends, I mean from high school, middle school, elementary school. One of my friends that we graduated with, we graduated together. I was also a member of her wedding, and their family, her mom, her dad, her brothers and sisters, her brothers, she doesn't have any sisters, her husband, her kids, they're their family. I love them all to pieces. Yeah, so I've been spending time with them. It has been about at least minimum 10 years since I've hung out with them. And there's no real rhyme or reason. We just had different things going on in our life. But I'm glad that we are back in each other's lives as far as physically. I mean, we spoke, we called. Then there's always Facebook and things like that. But we hadn't actually hung out together, spent time together. So, in all that time. So we did, I don't know if one of my last whip and chats, I told you guys I was going to softball games. They were her softball games with her husband. And then, because they live a little far from me, not too bad, but they do live a little far from me. So when they're in town at a base or softball game, I go see their softball games when they're in town. And then like 4th of July and things like that, I went out to the house and saw her parents and her new nieces and nephews and all that good stuff. When I went there, it's been over 10 years, so she had nieces and a nephew that I had never met in person. So I brought diamond art, obviously. I bought a small 30 by 30 diamond art for the kids of a little baby elephant blowing bubbles. And I bought her mom some wine, and we had a really good time hanging out with each other, playing games. They have a big pool. We went swimming. We had some drinks. They had a huge barbecue. So I don't like to drink and drive. I'm one of those people. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but that's just me. So when I do go out there and I do have drinks, I always plan on staying the night. So at that point, it was a family stayover. Everybody stayed the night, and they happened to have a camper, so there wasn't enough room for everybody to stay in the house. So I ended up sleeping in the camper with my friend and her husband, and we just had so much fun that night. It was awesome. We played cards, a game called Spades. I played Yahtzee with her parents. We had so much fun in the pool with the kids. Oh, and they have so many dogs. It's just awesome. I love it. I love going out there. So yeah, they play games. There's music. It was just a wonderful, fun family time, because to me they are family. And we had a lot of good times. The kids, the girls are 7 and 5, and the boy is 4. He's 4 now. The girls immediately took to the diamond painting, which I was so happy. I also took fairy hair tinsel, and I put tinsel in one of the girls' hair. But the other one girl didn't want it, which is fine. It's not for everybody, just like diamond art. So yes, the girls, I showed them how to do diamond art, how to fill their pins, and what the wax is, and how important it is to keep the plastic covering on. And they were doing great. I mean, they were on it like white on rice. They loved it. It was just the perfect age to show these girls how to do it. And then they took a break. I don't know if it was for lunch or for some reason. They took a break off the diamond painting. And all of a sudden, the girls are very upset because, unbeknownst to anyone, I think the girls went to go take a shower. That's what it was. And they came back out to start working on their diamond art again, and the little brother had come and taken all the plastic off of their diamond painting, and they were so upset because Miss Myra had explained to them that it was going to be damaged and ruined, and he ruined it. And no, he did rip it, but we fixed it. Their father fixed it, and I came back and just realigned it properly. But the funny thing is, I took the diamond art for the kids, and my friend's mom, who I love very, very much, she really took to diamond painting, and she is now diamond painting, and we are sending pictures to each other, and she's asking me where I got my light pad, or what sizes should she get. We're talking the differences about squares and rounds. It's just nice to have someone to talk about those things with. especially in the diamond art community, you don't have a lot of people that you can converse about this with. But yeah, her mom really, really took to it. They even went on a 2-week camping trip, and she took all her diamond art stuff with her so she could do it in the camper, which I think is so awesome. Yeah, so she sent me a portrait of her first completed diamond painting, and she was so happy, and I'm so happy for her. And now my next thing is, I think I'm gonna gift her, which I hope she's not watching this video, to be honest. I think I'm gonna gift her, she hasn't worked on squares yet, so I believe I'm going to gift her a square diamond painting from the Diamond Art Club, because she is the type of woman that loves a challenge, and she hasn't worked on them yet. So I really want to get them to her to see if she likes it. I love it. I really, really do. Initially, I was all about my rounds. I mean, I wanted to try the square, but I really do like my rounds. That was Luna, if you heard her growl. We have our little puppy Luna. She's not a puppy. She's 7 years old, but she acts like a puppy. She likes to growl in her sleep. She's sleeping right behind me. So yeah, we went out there. We had fun. My dad just had eye surgery for glaucoma on his left eye the other day. Actually about 10 days ago, 11 days ago. And next week he's gonna have his right eye done. Everything went fantabulous on the first one, so we're praying everything goes right on the second one, and then we'll have to schedule mom's surgery for her eyes. So yeah, that is what's been going on. It's just being with mom and pop and my family, hanging out with my friends, just, you know, going to their house. They have a big, beautiful pool, a kiddie pool, a hot tub, jacuzzi, so it's fun. It really is like a mini vacay going out there. I truly enjoy it, especially because I get to enjoy it with people that I care about, and we laugh so much. I mean, we have so much fun together. We even watch, I don't know about you guys, but I like to watch wrestling, WWE wrestling. We watched a pay-per-view out there. I cook for them. They cook for me, obviously. We just love hanging out together. The kids, the adults. We eat, we drink, and just have fun. We rarely sit down and watch movies or things like that. We like to be outside when we're over there. But, like I said, we really, really enjoyed ourselves. I really, really had a good time. Let's see, what color am I going to work on next? I'm looking for this one. I'm working out of 2 Harbor Freight boxes. This one has 46 colors, and all the drills for the mouth of the pumpkin. Let me zoom you back out. All this for the pumpkin is glow in the dark. So when it's completed, I can't wait to hang it up and turn out the lights and see how beautiful it looks. I've been working on this one for over a month. I do love my squares, but they are quite time consuming. If I were to work on this same size portrait in rounds, I would have been done by now. I don't know why, I just think squares are faster, but I love the clicking sensation that I get from my squares. And the glass finish is so different from this. I mean, they both sparkle. The rounds and the squares, don't get me wrong, they both sparkle. But I'm starting to prefer squares, which really bites because I have a lot of rounds. I don't have as many squares as I wish I had. So I need to start working on some of these rounds and getting them out of my stash so I have room for more squares. That's my plan. That's my idea. So that is that. I've also been working on rhinestone diamond paintings, crystal rhinestones. I don't know how you guys call them. I do take a break from large portraits and work on something small, a partial, or, you know, a 30 by 30 or something, just so I can have that sense of completion. I need it when, you know, you've been working on something for so long. So I did take a break. I did complete a small one and then come back to this one. I also did frame something that my mom did that she wanted to gift to one of my aunt in Puerto Rico. So I been doing some framing. I've been doing some cross stitching on printed fabric, and I've been doing some cross stitching on plastic with yarn. That's been really fun. That goes pretty fast, so I like that. So I'm working on weight and an embroidery for one of my nieces, but that's what keeps me not bored, is from moving from project to project to project. And I don't know what movie I was watching the other day. Oh, I think I was watching Pit Bulls and Parolees on Animal Planet, and there was a gentleman there that said, you know, he has to stay busy because idle hands is the devil's work. And I felt him. I understood how he felt, because my hands, ever since I quit smoking, I just feel like they have to be doing something. I feel guilty to, not really guilty, to sit down and watch a movie, I feel like there's so much I could have got done in those 2 hours for me watching a movie. So, do I watch movies? Yeah, I watch movies, but most of the time during that movie, I'm either doing diamond art, or I'm working on a cross stitch, or maybe I'm eating dinner and watching it. But just to sit down with my hands crossed and watch a movie, I can't do that anymore. For some reason. I don't know why, but maybe one day I will. But just not now. I just like to stay busy. It has been, wow, in November it'll be 3 years since I quit smoking cigarettes. So that has been as long as I've been doing diamond art. I quit in November, and then in March of 2020, I started doing diamond art. So I quit in 2019. After 26 years of smoking, thank the Lord above that I finally kicked that nasty habit. Do I want to go back to it? Of course, but I'm not going to. Everything's so much better. Food tastes better. My smell, my senses are better. I have more things to do. This is Florida. I'm not outside in the heat smoking all the time, because it's an addiction, and this helps my withdrawal, I guess you could say, when I was going through it. I'm definitely not going through it now. It's been so long. But I think if it wasn't for diamond painting, is it possible that I would have returned to smoking? Yeah, it's very possible. I'm glad that I have this as an outlet. It helps me with my anxiety, and it just helps me with everyday things. So a lot of people are like, how can you do that every day? Or how can you do that tedious work? I guess I kind of need it right now. It gives me something to concentrate on. And when you complete a diamond painting, especially me, something this large, the feeling is, it's just out of this world. I love it. That feeling of completion is awesome. So yeah, it had been a while since I had done a WIP and Chat, so I really wanted to do one. and hang out with everyone for a little while. Especially my family members. We don't get to talk often. We do have a group chat with my brothers and sisters. But they don't get to hear my beautiful voice. So another part of this WIP and Chat is that, you know, I get to inadvertently spend time with my siblings that don't live with me. And I think that's awesome. If I can use this as a way to spend time with family, why not? Why not, right? So yes, I'm living my best life with these squares. It's been so awesome working on this. And this Scaredy Cat has so much color blocking and such little confetti. It has been a dream to work on. I don't believe these are in stock, but when they come back in stock, I heavily advise anyone and everyone to purchase Scaredy Cats in squares, because it is just awesome to work on. It's gone by so well. Let's see. I did run out of 310s for this portrait, and I reached out to the Diamond Art Club, and they did send me some 310s. Lickety split. I think I ordered them on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, and by Monday I already had them in the mail. They were already at my home, so I didn't have to wait too long, and I really appreciate that, because I continue to work. I'm not gonna stop because I ran out of a color, but then I feel like that area that I didn't put any drills on that I'm waiting for is out to the elements of air, and I don't want it to be like that. So I had like minders everywhere that there was 310s to hold the plastic down so it wouldn't lose its stick. And it was great. Turned out fine. And they didn't just send me one bag. They sent me maybe 2 bags would have sufficed. They sent me 4. And that's what I love about the Diamond Art Club. They give enough to what you're doing and more, just in case. I mean, they know that we have families, we have pets, and things happen. And they make sure that we have what we need to finish our portraits. We spend a lot of money on, because some of these aren't cheap. I mean, every once in a while we'll find really good sales. The Diamond Art will send them out by email or by text message. And I can get a good sale. That's awesome. But the ones you really want, they're pretty pricey, because you really want them. So yeah, I enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed going and spending time with my friends and family. Dad's doing great. My mom's doing okay. My family's doing good right now. My sister, one of my sisters in Puerto Rico, we got a message last night that she broke her wrist trying to get in the bed. So we always joked about no more monkeys jumping on the bed, so we told her to stop jumping on the bed. We told her to stop jumping on the bed. Look what happened. And then, you know, something that serious turned into a nice joke for the whole family, so we don't have to worry about her. She's actually going through surgery today on that wrist. And she's right-handed, and it was her right wrist, so my prayers go out to my sister Zoe. I know my sister Wanda is there with her and watching over her and taking with her in this time. And it's always nice to have family with you. I wish we were all together, but there's so many of us, we can't all be together. So many of us. But I love my family. And that's all I have for today, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and finish this square today, and then move on to the next one probably tomorrow. And then I'll be reaching out to you guys. And so until next time, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you next time on the favorite diamond paints and crafts, also known as Myra. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or concerns, leave the comments down below. See you next time.